In this lesson we're going to build on the first lesson. So we're going to use some three-dimensional modeling and we're going to create this bracket. We'll dimension it. We'll also create the drawing for it, put it on our layouts, and we'll create this object as well, sort of like a bolt. So I'm going to select everything and delete it to start with, and we'll start working again. The sizes are here. I can see that it's 145 millimeters. So I'm going to start in a top view. Don't forget you can use this 3D controller over here. Double click on top. It'll move you to a top view. And we want to draw a rectangle. This is my rectangle tool. So starting here, it's going to be 145 millimeters in that direction. Tab, 145 millimeters in that direction. Round about 5 inches. And enter. Now I'm just going to zoom out. There it is there. There's my object. I'm just using my scroll wheel to zoom into it. And there it is there. So if I select that object, there's my properties, and I don't want to zoom in too far. So the next thing I wanted to do is to round the corners off. I'm going to use my fillet tool. The fillet, I'm going to click down here at the bottom. I'm going to set the radius. I want the radius to be 12 millimeters or half an inch. And now I can click on this corner, or that line there, and then enter again. Remember, the enter key is a redo last command. So it's fillet, so click on those two, enter again, click on that one, enter again, click on that line and that line. And so now what I've got is my object which has got the corners radiused off. Next thing I want to do is to place a circle. Here's my circle tool. Now I should be able to find the edge of this just here. I should be able to snap to that. There's the center point there. That's the center of my fillet. So I'm going to place a circle, and my radius is going to be 6 millimeters or a quarter of an inch, and I have one of those objects there already. Now I'm going to use the mirror tool to create duplicates of this. So the mirror tool, first thing is to select the whole, enter. I want to find the top center, click, and come to the bottom center, click, enter to activate the mirror tool again. Select the first object, select the second object, don't forget to hit the enter key, and then you should be able to snap to that edge there in the middle of that, snap to the middle of this one, click, and we've got those ones, so enter. So we've now got the pieces we want, the shift key, and rotate our view. Now all we need to do is to extrude these. So extr, extrude command, select that object, that object, that object, that one, and that one. Enter. And the height is 10 millimeters or just under half an inch. Now we're going to use those extruded cylinders to punch the holes. So we're going to subtract, select the first object, enter, select the first cylinder, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, enter, and we should have holes in our object now. And there we are. Now back to our layout. Don't forget down the bottom we're going to go to our layout. Here it is here. Click on this, and this is my previous layout, so I'm just going to select everything and delete it. And let's create our layout again. Base from modelspace. This should be our front view here. So click, enter, come up. This should be my plan. Click over here. Make sure you line up. This should be my side view. Click, and a isometric. Click and enter. And there they are. Now in the previous movie we dimensioned these and we labeled them. So I don't need to show you that again. That's covered in the previous movie. So I can go through that quickly. So the linear tool. So I'm going to click there, there, place that one, enter key, that there, there, enter. I think I can also use my radius one. So there's a radius tool. Should be able to click on these edges. So radius, select one of those. So there it is there. That's not a good one there. Let's do that again. Click on that one. There's my radius there. Enter. Click on that one. There's my radius. and I guess we need to have an offset as well, so let's go back to our dimension tool, linear dimension, from there to there. We want that position, and enter again, from there to there. We'll place it there. So there are my dimensions that I need, and now I can place my text. Text tool, so click and drag, click, and this is my plan. Enter, or cancel that. Click away, and there's my plan. So back to my text tool again. I want to have a piece of text here. This is going to be my front elevation. Click away from it, and I can copy that, copy and paste it over here, and don't forget double click, and we'll change that to right elevation. There we are. So I've got front right elevations, we've got the isometric. If we go back to our model space, there it is there, and the only other thing I was going to show is how to make the bolt. The bolt is a polygon, so we just have to find the polygon tool. There it is there, polygon, and how many sides do we want? 6 sides. Click. It's going to be inscribed. You can see it's going to the outside shape there. This is 20. Enter, and then extrude. I better spell it correctly. Extrude. Click on that shape. Enter. How high does it come up? 6 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch. And then the circle on top. Circle. We should be able to find the center of that. And the size of this is 6 millimeters. Enter. And we're going to extrude that. Find my circle, click on it, enter, and then just bring it up to the right height, which is about 100 millimeters or 4 inches. And there it is. And so that's what we built. I'm just holding down the shift key, rotating around. This is our second lesson. We're building what we learned previously. If you need to, go back and watch lesson number 1, because I cover a lot of the stuff that I've covered quickly here, and you can see how quick it is to make the 3D objects.